Brian, I got to tell you, it is a really, really interesting circumstance that the Vice President and President are going to be here as those articles of impeachment are being voted on. But the thing that really is interesting about this whole circumstance for me is that if you talk to somebody in this room, they will tell you exactly how wrong impeachment is. And if you talk to somebody on the other side, they'll tell you exactly how imperative it is. When I talked to the Vice President, I tried to get to the idea that people on both sides are very divided, but we started with this almost surreal visit to Michigan. Mr. Vice President, we've had the opportunity to talk quite a bit over the past 3.5 years, but this is unique. You were here 2 weeks ago and made it clear you wanted this impeachment process to stop. It didn't, of course, and as we stand here, articles of impeachment are being debated, and when you and the President go on stage, they will either be voting on them or already voted. What impact does this have on you, your administration, and Congress to get things like a spending bill or a defense authorization done going forward? And what impact does this have, do you think, on the country?
Well, I think what's happening in Washington, D.C. tonight is a disgrace. And it's a disservice to our history and to the serious and momentous process of impeachment. But I really do believe at the end of the day, this is going to leave a mark. Not on President Donald Trump, it's going to leave a mark on Democrats in the Congress. I mean, as I traveled all across Michigan today, I saw people galvanized in their support for this president, a president who's kept his promise to rebuild our military, revive the economy. We see manufacturing roaring back. We have a new USMCA trade deal that's going to strongly support the automotive sector, so important all across Michigan. And now more than 170 conservative judges to our courts at every level. People appreciate the leadership that President Trump has provided and the results that he's brought to this country. And my sense today, traveling across Michigan, is they don't appreciate the endless investigations and a partisan impeachment brought to the floor of the Congress today. It's remarkable that the only bipartisan vote today in Congress will be a bipartisan vote against the impeachment of the president. And that's all you need to know to understand that what's happening here in Washington, D.C. is at odds with our history. It's at odds with our tradition. But we're going to press on from here. The Senate Republicans will have their say in January, and voters here in Michigan and around America are going to have their say next November.
So, as I pointed out at the top of this interview, the beginning of this interview, it is just this diametric opposition on both sides that I have rarely seen be so hard and fast about what should or should not be done when it comes to an issue, in this case, impeachment. What we do know is it will move forward and go into the Senate, and we will be dealing with this well into January. I want to